Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is transfer deadline day, and there's been a few transfers already, mostly on the outside of this Manchester United team. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new to the series. We are doing a 5-year rebuild of Manchester United, where we're trying to win the quadruple in one season. And as I mentioned, we have had a few transfers out. A couple of them are quite important. The first one out of the club is David De Gea. He has gone over to Newcastle for 15.5 million. As we can see, we haven't really used him a lot. Obviously, we've got Donnarumma. He hasn't really played very much. He was desperate to leave and get some football. Fair enough, so off he goes. Brandon Williams has gone over to Brighton, who are in the Championship. He hasn't even played a game so far this season. We've got £10 million for him. Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously at the age of 38, again, not really played a huge amount of games this season. 4 for Lazio, 1 for us this season. That's all he played in the league. So he's gone. We also managed to get off his really bloated wages and get £6.5 million for him at the age of 38. That's absolutely fine. Alex Telles has gone as well. He's gone over to Marseille for £10 million. We've invested a big chunk of that money back into Nuno Mendes. So obviously we sold Telles, so we needed to get a new player in. Mendes is that man for £57 million. We can see he's done pretty decent so far. 4 games played, a 7.6 rating for him. He's going to be very capable on that left-hand side. Obviously been playing his trade at PSG for the last couple of seasons. It doesn't mean heading into deadline day, we've got £37 million to spend, and we've got over £1 million in the wage budget, so we could quite easily move that around if we needed to. I'm not sure if we want to be buying any more players or not. I've got this set so we can see players above a minimum ability of 3 stars. We've only got 1 goalkeeper, which is Donnarumma. We have got players to back him up though. Gaia, Mendes, and we have got Dali who can play on the left-hand side, but at least 2 good left backs, 3 good centre backs, and then, well, realistically 1 good right back with Tomori who can back that up as well. We've then got 3 defensive midfielders. We've got a absolute bag of central midfielders, left and right wingers, and obviously Lewandowski and Sesko up front. So I guess the only place we could improve would be over on the right, but for now it's time to take part in transfer deadline day. We can see there's some rumours of players who might be leaving. Bruno Fernandes to Real Madrid for £82 million is a rumour. Upamecano possibly heading to Atletico Madrid for £56 million is also a rumour. Justin Kluivert over to Bayern Munich for 33.5. We have got a few players linked with other clubs, so it's going to be very much let's have a look and let's see if any of them go and if we bring anyone in. If I wanted to go onto my scouted page and have a look at right backs at the moment, if maybe I wanted to bring someone in over there, we can see they are all quite expensive really, so probably not someone we're going to be bringing in. If we just go for any position and look at the best players available, De Ligt, who's obviously over at Juventus in this save at least, he's a bit expensive. Alphonso Davies, I don't think we really need anymore. We've got a striker. We don't really need him. And again, oof, the money up at this top end is ridiculous. Mbappe, yeah, I'd love to spy him. 269 million, not so much. So everyone who would be a very big improvement on the team, quite expensive. The only one who would maybe be reasonable is Bastoni, who's over Inter Milan. We'd be looking at maybe £82 million for him now. So I think this money might well go unspent, so we're going to get through this window and see if anything happens. And the first thing to happen is 2 teams coming in for Kluivert for loan deals. Spurs and Bayern Munich both want him on loan, and then we wanted to pay £8 million for him. Well, a 19.75 optional future fee, 12 million over there. We said no to both of those instantly, because why would we do that? He's a really good backup player. Why would we want to send him out on loan? Matt Hummels here also wanting to go. He's already come to us and said he wanted to leave because we're not giving him enough game time. I mean, we paid £7 million for him. We've agreed 6.75 and he can go. I don't think anyone is going to reach that, so we're just going to be continuously rejecting deals, I think. This guy, I'm not paying any more money for a backup centre-back. I don't think we need another one. Dominic Calvert-Lewin potentially going over to Spurs. That would be quite a nice deal for them, I think. Dybala we're still offering out at the moment. Can't find anyone for him. He has spoken to a couple of clubs, but he wants such mad wages that it's just probably not going to happen. As we can see, the players that we are being offered, not really ones we can afford. Moukoko might be a good one to get, but I don't know if we need him right now. But equally, we've got the money. So maybe if we get through this transfer window and we haven't found anyone, then maybe we just go and grab Moukoko just because we've got the money to be able to do so. Mbappe testing the waters for a possible move. How long have you got left on your contract, sir? 2025, that expires. It's a little while yet. I don't think we're going to be getting Mbappe, if I'm honest. Obviously, grabbed him in the Chelsea rebuild, which is the most recent rebuild on the channel, because we got him at an end of contract signing, so completely for free, and that was definitely worth it. But I don't know, with 10 hours remaining, that we're going to be able to sign anyone in this window that I think is worth going and grabbing for a reasonable price. Pedri, yeah, that'd be fantastic, but again, really expensive. Everyone else not really rated very highly by our scouting department, and we do trust them. We know we don't really trust them necessarily in real life because the scouting department can be a little bit off, but in game they are actually quite good. So we're going to go a little bit further and see if anything else happens in this window with 7 hours left to go. Well, with 3 hours left on the window, Kaiki, our 20-year-old centre-back wonder kid, is going to go to Wolves on loan, hopefully as a regular starter. I think that's probably what's best for him at the moment, to go and grab some game time. We're not being able to give him a lot ourselves. I'd expect Diallo to stay, Mr. Journalist, because we do need some sort of squad depth. I don't want to completely, gut the squad, sell Ronaldo, sell all of those players, and then not have anyone left to play myself in the case of injury. You can see Isaac Hansen Arrowen, I guess you'd say his name. He's on loan at Nottingham Forest at the moment. He's over there getting some really good ratings as well. He hasn't been there very long, so he's played 4 games so far, but 7.22 rating. He was another one we felt needed a little bit of game time, so we've sent him out on loan. I don't think we're going to be getting anyone in this window. We aren't. The transfer window is now closed, so just the one deal then. But obviously the big headline here is Ronaldo leaving the club. He's still not left in real life. He's still there. It looks like he's going to be a Manchester United player next season, but who knows if that is what will actually end up happening. There is obviously time throughout the month of August, for example, for another twist in the tail yet and to see Ronaldo leave. But for the moment, Matt Hummels, we're not going to be selling you. You need to get somebody to bid more money for you. You've only just signed you. Lewandowski gets January Player of the Month, 6 appearances, 8 goals, and an 8.02 rating. If you remember in the last episode, I was saying about him not firing on all cylinders and him taking umbrage. He's definitely gone and done that. And now we've got those transfers out the way. Not that a lot happened. Let's have a look at what's happened since we were last here. So the last time we were on the channel, of course, was for these 2 matches here, Brentford and Arsenal. Since then, we've played through all of these. We have not lost a game. And because of that, if we have a look at the Premier League table, we were until when I started this episode before the January transfer window. We were top. We would be top. We have a game in hand. Should we win that, we draw level on points with Liverpool, and we do play Liverpool in today's episode. We are going to undergo a little bit of time travel because I'm going to play the Spurs, Wolves and Mansfield games off camera quickly so we can get to the Liverpool game, which is all important in the challenge for the Premier League this season. And that match against Liverpool now becomes even more important after we slipped up against Spurs and only drew a 1-1. We then did beat Wolves 2-0 in between a second ago and now, and then we've beat Mansfield 7-0 in the FA Cup. It does mean the league now looks like this. We still have a game in hand. If we win against Liverpool, we'll get up to 66 points. We'll be 2 points behind them with a game in hand, which puts us in a good position to get ourselves to the top of the league. But we're going to need to go and get a good result against Liverpool here. Now, as we can see, our lineup for today is as follows. It is Donnarumma in goal, Mendes, Tomori, Varane and Dalot as our back four. We then got Tonali, Ward-Prowse and Milankovic-Savic in midfield, Musiala, Sancho and Lewandowski. They've all had chance to be rested, as we can see there on that page. Lots and lots of team changes since that match against Mansfield, which was a week ago. We just gave everyone we possibly could a good rest. Lewandowski, for example, not starting. We chose to start Sesko instead. Musiala was replaced by Hannibal, that sort of thing. So we still managed to put out a very, very capable team, but one that is, you know, rotated. Pep Guardiola, of course, in this universe, the manager of Liverpool, which is a bit of an interesting one. I haven't actually checked who is the Manchester City manager. It might well be that it's Jurgen Klopp, because I see that happen a lot in FM22. Let me know if you see that in the comments as well. Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola changing jobs and just changing which club they're managing and swapping around, because I seem to see Jurgen Klopp at Manchester City a lot and vice versa. Not making a great start here against Liverpool, though. They have got the first shot on the board. They seem to be very, very much dominating possession as well. We're kind of going to keep an eye on all of this as the match progresses. I don't really know, and this is a little bit of a fault, I guess. What do we change to? If we're getting absolutely battered at half-time, but we're still within a shout of winning the match, what do? We could hope that Liverpool get a red card, because they've racked up 3 already in this first half. A first half that it looks like is pretty dull, because this is our second highlight, and it is a throw-in for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold taking that one into Henderson, putting that one forward in the box for Thiago to run onto, but it is just scooped up by Donnarumma, and now a big ball forward for him. But once again, the ball is back with Liverpool. This is a little bit of a problem for us. Obviously, normally we're quite good out of possession at winning the ball back quickly, going up the other end and scoring, which is kind of what we work on. Very much a counter-attacking outfit, this Manchester United side. Against Liverpool, that is a little bit of a problem. We're going to have to tell the team we need more possession in the second half. We need to get hold of the ball. It's very hard to go and win the match against a team like Liverpool, who are obviously top of the league in this universe, if we haven't got the ball. So we're going to try and do that. Musiala into Mendes here. Ball forward for Milankovic-Savic. One-on-one with the keeper, and he puts it wide. That was a really good chance for us to pull ahead there and get something out of this match. I don't think that sort of chance is going to come along very often. Mendes stepping forward there to regain possession and now launch a counter-attack. Musiala over on the left-hand side. Can we get across into the box? We can. All the way over to Sancho, tries to nod it down for the arriving Dalot, but instead it is cut out there by a Liverpool defender. Ends up back with us in our own half. Dalot over to Milankovic-Savic to Sancho now, cuts inside, ball forward to Musiala, who's put it in the back of the net. It's a great first time shot, just managed to lose his defender there momentarily. It was very, very, very close, as we'll see on the replay here. Dalot into Milankovic-Savic, and then that ball from Sancho into Musiala to run onto. Just managed to get in front of his defender. I'm not sure who that is. Come here, I'm trying to click on you. Alexander-Arnold just managed to skip in front of him quickly enough to get a shot home. And now, as it stands, that puts us 2 points behind Liverpool with a game in hand, which is exactly what we want. We're going to encourage the team. We're going to leave everyone on the field as long as we can. We're coming up to the 70th minute. Now we can probably think about a change. I'm trying not to, you know, have a look at changing too early, because I want everyone as fit as possible late in the game. Lewandowski is looking tired, but I don't think that's the sort of substitution we want to be making it. We want to be looking from here backwards. So the defenders are all looking all right at the moment. They probably come off Max Aarons because he's the most tired in that back four. Everyone in the centre midfield actually looks all right. So Musiala can come off in that case, and Hannibal can come on as his replacement. means we can make one more substitution a little bit later on. Obviously, in real time, that will be in a matter of seconds, but in game, we've got about 18 to 20 minutes or so of football left to play. Donnarumma there, very, very safe hands, and I'm guessing he's just pumped it forward. We're not going to get anything off of that highlight, so we're not going to see exactly what happened. Now we're coming up to the 81st minute. We need to think about making another substitution. I think that needs to be one of our midfielders. So Tonali is going to come off and Nianzou can come on just to protect that back four for the rest of the match. Give us someone who's a bit fit, who can chase after the Liverpool players and provide us with a bit of pressing, because he's still got the engine to go, because he's only going to play about 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes by the time he comes on. Good there, cover there by Mendes to nod that one back to our goalkeeper. Donnarumma just going to pump it forward, as he does, to Hannibal to head down, but it hasn't come off on that occasion. I think going forward, the teams like your Liverpools, your Manchester Cities, we might have to think about our distribution from the back. Maybe just for these matches, we sort of go, look, guys, just play it short, keep hold of possession, because we can't really afford to keep pumping it forward. It's fine if we get the ball, but if we don't, we're just giving Liverpool loads and loads of chances that we don't need to. Max Aarons here, though, is going to get his second goal of the season and thump that one into the back of the net. And realistically, you would think now, with only a few minutes left in this tie, that has sealed the win for us. Sancho, once again, a big instigator within that attack. Nianzou, Max Aarons there, getting a nice 1-2 for Aarons to settle himself and just thump that one from some sort of range into the back of the net. That's a really, really good goal. We will take that all day long. And now there is 4 minutes left in this match in real time. And hopefully we should now be sealing the win. Mendes going to look for a third here through Hannibal into the box to Lewandowski. He does manage to get ahead to it. Is palmed away by Alisson, and it's gone out for a throw-in. But this is what we want. Just keep up the pressure now for the remainder of this match. Ward-Prowse with a free kick into Varane. Straight at the goalkeeper. Straight at Alisson. That is going to seal the win, though. There's about 20 seconds left. I'd imagine we're going to get this goal kick. They might get another attack off, but they're never going to get 2 goals in this time. So that will do us very, very nicely. A win against Liverpool, putting us near the top of the league. Definitely putting us well within a title shout now. And still on the way, possibly, to doing the quadruple. I think the big problem here this season is going to be the Champions League, because we seem to be doing all right in the league. We did all right last season as well. The FA Cup, we've just drawn Crystal Palace after our win against Mansfield. If we get later on in the competition, we'll start looking at those matches as well. But we've got the Champions League within that quadruple, and that might be quite a difficult one for us to win. As you probably just saw as well, our next match is the first leg of our Champions League run. We've got Shakhtar, and then we don't play our second leg until mid-March. So hopefully we come back here. Maybe Arsenal. Well, we've got Arsenal and Brentford again. We'll do Shakhtar and we'll do someone else. We have got the Carabao Cup final. I know it's a final, but we're not massively interested in that one at the moment, because we're trying to do the quadruple and the Carabao Cup, not including that. So maybe we do the FA Cup 5th round and the Champions League match against Shakhtar, all of which are important if we are going to do that quadruple this season. And if you have enjoyed today's episode and you are enjoying the series, of course, please do drop a like down below. It really, really helps out the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, we're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before sort of the end of September. We're currently on about 1,700. So if you could hit the subscribe button and help me reach that goal, it would be really, really appreciated. Until next time there, guys, thank you very much for watching the video today. Have a look at the video that's on the screen now. YouTube has chosen that as the best video for you, and I'll see you over on the next one, where we continue on our challenge of winning the quadruple with Manchester United. See you there. Bye bye.